Are you serious? Are you serious? Yes, the Roswell report. Well, where is it? Well, it has been definitely researched, and there's a brand new television show just came out called Project Blue Book. Well, Project Blue Book is an actual government investigation that went on from 1947 to 1969. Matter of fact, some of the information we have on that right now, the United States Air Force retired to custody of the National Archives its records on Project Blue Book relating to the investigation of unidentified flying objects. Project Blue Book has been declassified, and the records are available for examination in the research room. The project closed back in 1969, and we have no information on sightings after that date. There's been a ton of sightings after that date, but no longer recorded in Project Blue Book. Now, the National Archives has received numerous inquiries concerning the documents identified as MJ-12 and the briefing document Operation Majestic 12. We have made extensive searches, folks, among the records in custody of the U.S. Air Force and the Joint Chief of Staff to identify these documents. The Truman and Eisenhower libraries have also searched their holdings for any references to or copies of the documents. In addition, the records of the National Security Council for the Truman and Eisenhower administrations are in the custody of the National Archives. Searches were made of the indexes to the National Security Council policy papers and meeting minute files under subjects MJ-12, Majestic, Unidentified Flying Objects, UFO, Flying Saucers, Extraterrestrial Biological Entities, and Aquarius. These searches were all negative, with the exception of a memorandum for general twinning from Robert Cutler, Special Assistant to the President of the United States, on subject NCS/MJ-12 Special Studies Project, dated July 14, 1954. That memorandum was a one-page. It referred to a briefing to take place on July 16th, and the memorandum does not identify MJ-12 or the purpose of the briefing. One page is all they could find on that subject. Are you serious? But Project Blue Book, textual records of Project Blue Book, the documentation related to the investigations of the unidentified flying objects, excluding names of people involved in the sightings, are now available for, of course, research in the National Archives building. These records include approximately 2 cubic feet of unarranged project or administrative files, 37 cubic feet of case files in which individual sightings are arranged chronologically, and 3 cubic feet of records related to the Office of Special Investigations, and proportions of which are arranged chronologically by the OSI district and by Overseas Command. A cubic foot of records comprises of about 2,000 pages. Finding aids for these records include a file list of the project files, an index to individual sightings entered by the date and location. Now, Access Blue Book, the textual records, is by means of 94 rolls of 35 millimeter microfilm that they have. And the National Archives microfilm reading room, the first microfilm roll includes a list of contents for all the rolls and the finding aids. Photographs scattered among the textual records have also been filmed separately on the last 2 rolls. And motion picture film, sound recordings, and some still pictures are maintained by the motion picture and sound and video branch and the still picture branch of the NNSP. What does that mean at the end of the day? Well, it means the government went beyond the call of duty to try to discourage the general public from pursuing information that related to UFO sightings or UFO sightings or alien or extraterrestrial encounters. Now, the Roswell incident, now that's another whole situation. And over at Patreon, we kind of break that down for you, what was in the files and what was found and what does that all mean. But certainly, if you think about all the things that go on in the federal government, MK Ultra, that was a secret project. The Mockingbird Project, okay, or Project Mockingbird, Project Blue Book, the Manhattan Project, Project Paperclip. We could go on and on and on. Secret, MK Ultra, sort of like the Jason Bourne type stuff. Now there's all kinds of special documentation, special investigations, including prophecy. You got it. They got teams of people who do nothing but research biblical prophecy. And they study the works of men like Chuck Mesler and, David Wilkerson and the prophecies of Dr. Lester Sumrall and Edgar Casey and Dimitri Duduman. And the list goes on and on and on. I'm sure Jack Van Impe's information. I'm sure others. They might even have a file on me. Who knows? But one thing's for sure, the federal government is peeking into pieces of prophecy because they realize there's some unexplained events taking place that match what the Bible says. All right. Well, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And again, if you'd like to join me at Patreon, that'd be wonderful. You're helping me, supporting me actually, to continue to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to a world that needs Christ for salvation. Thank you so much. And again, the Roswell report, we give you that in that video over there. All right. God bless all of you. I'll see you guys later tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern for a catch up on all the current world events, how they relate to biblical prophecy on Primetime Live. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? E.T. phone home.